Alright, this is a couple of little jobs I've got to do on this. I've already changed the belt tensioner down there. That's real easy, 2-second job. Look at this little mark here. I thought, it's just that pipe's rubbing up against it. So I ignored it basically. Oh, God, I hate saying that. Anyway, I'm going to change the oil pressure switch, and that is down this side, right at the back, right next to the distributor. And this is on the V6 4.3 engine, 2015 Chevrolet Silverado. So I started to disconnect the fuel line. I haven't succeeded yet, I'm still working on it. And suddenly there were sparks. This is where this cable is arcing. Whoever put this in routed it wrong. They put it over the top. It should really go underneath, in my mind. Or there should be some protection on here, some rubber. So whilst I'm having trouble with the AC on this vehicle and disconnecting a fuel line, I'm getting sparks. Not good. So for the moment, I'm going to quickly tape over that, get that wire disconnected, then I can continue to disconnect the fuel line. And the reason I'm disconnecting it is so I can get down to the oil pressure switch, which is way down there. What a fucking stupid design. Whoa, there we go, Mr. Chevrolet. You prove my point one more time. See, if that engine had been just forward another couple of inches, would have made it so much easier. All right, let me get to it. Right, 2 more things to note. That down there, if you can see it, hopefully you can, is the oil pressure switch. Right there, right next to the distributor, sort of underneath it. Almost. Wires are in the way, unfortunately. It's hard to get a good view, and I can't zoom with this particular camera, which is a shame, because that's it there. See it with the wire? I've cleaned it up a bit, sort of silvery. I wonder if I can point at it more with the light. This isn't easy. Oh, hang on, I can change my light position. There, that. Can you see it? That there, that is the oil pressure switch. It is a 27mm. Not very easy to get to, as you can see. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I've got a feeling I'm going to get my arm down through here somehow. I'm not quite sure yet, we'll see. And also to note on the fuel line here, once you've taken that little clip off, then I spray WD-40 straight up where the connection is. 2 reasons for that. One, it makes the releasing tool go in easy, and 2, it makes the pipe come off easier. I struggled with this just now for a while, and then I realised I'd forgotten to do what I always do, and that is spray it with WD-40. Then the end comes out nice and easy. All right, let me figure out how I'm going to get to that fucking thing down there. Another fucked up design. Oh, and before I forget, this here, I'm not going to leave it like that. That's just as a temporary measure. This is actually a cable, and guess what? It goes straight to the alternator. Lucky this fucking thing didn't catch fire. All right. And I shall be rerouting that cable, and I shall also be putting a piece of hose over this to give it a bit of protection. Alright, just to let you know, my weapons of choice to get this fucking sensor out. Unfortunately, there's not a designer near me, so I can't shove him down there and stick the pineapple up his ass. 27mm open-end wrench, and another big ass one. Reason big ass one is because I needed to, so I'm trying to do this one-handed, to hook it on. It gives me more leverage, I'm sorry, my fingers are in the way then. So 27mm, and then I could get it just on, and then using the ring spanner, that gave me more leverage, muggerage, to just crack it. And I have given it copious amounts of, oh, come on, engage brain cell, PB Blaster. And I also, let me see if I can show you. I've undone the bracket that holds this wiring harness here. That way I can move this a little. Not much, a little. And then I have to pry this up out of the way. It really is a fucking nightmare. There's no two ways about it. The electrical connection is not difficult to undo, which I thought was going to be a real pain in the ass, but it isn't. And it looks like, look at that, I've knocked off a lead. So do be careful of that. Now what I've got to do is find the bloody lead. Oh, won't that be fun? Ah, Jesus Christ. See, right here, I've knocked off one of the leads. And you can bet your life it's dropped way out of the way just to piss with me. Alright, something else I got to find. Actually, maybe it turns out that might be a good thing, gives me a little bit more swing room. But I've got to watch the others, make sure I don't knock them off, because then I will not know the firing order. Yeah, they're... Oh, actually, guys, maybe there it is. I have actually found it. But watch that. Jeez, I'm going to pull it back here out of the way. And I'll remember, won't I? Yeah, when it runs like a pig, I'll remember. Alright, that is going to be the end of this video. Obviously, take that out and put the new one in. But by God, what a struggle this is. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Send me pictures of your girlfriend naked and your wife, or both, or either. And if you, for some obscure reason, want to give me money towards my equipment and buy me a beer maybe, gstargarage@gmail.com. Do it through PayPal, and that's star with 2 R's. I don't know why you should give me money, but I would very much appreciate it if you did. Thanks, guys and girls. Good night. Now get out there and do some shit. Time to add a footnote. You can see this one here has the top missing. The reason it has that top missing is I smashed it off deliberately. When you're unscrewing this, which was actually this one, of course, this plastic piece hits the distributor, so you cannot unscrew it. It's ridiculous. This is the only way I could do it. This really is a fucked up design, Mr. Chevy. So I had to snap that off so that I could unscrew this. Then I could unscrew it with my hand. I've been struggling for ages with a wrench. So I broke that off, and then that came out. But now what I've got to do is that the piece this screws into, I've got to get it out. Why have I got to get it out? Because I can't put the new one in, because this was to hit the distributor, and I don't want to destroy the new one, of course. So consequently, that's what I'm going to have to do, and I'm going to have to undo that piece that feeds the oil to the pressure switch. It seems to be a 22mm, and if it's not, I'll come back to you, but I'm pretty sure it's a 22mm. And then what I'll have to do is screw it back in, and when I'm screwing it in, when it starts to get tight, I want to make sure it's not facing the distributor. You fucking idiots. This is the piece that you have to get out that I'm talking about. It has a hole in it, and that hole was facing directly at the distributor where this was screwed in, and consequently you couldn't unscrew this because the distributor was right there, right in the way. Talk about fucking stupid. So, smash this off. Unscrew that by hand. Well, if you've already got it loose. Then this 22mm, unscrew this, clean it up. There's no gasket on it, so I'm gonna put some black Ultra on it. I'll give it a clean up before I put it back in. And then I'm gonna mark an arrow on the top so that I know where this hole is. And then when I wind it in, when I get to feeling it pinch up tight, then what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to make sure it's pointing away from the distributor just by giving it a little pinch up. Good God. Where are you, Mr. Chevrolet? I have the rough end of a pineapple ready for you. Actually, it's not Mr. Chevrolet, is it? It's the asshole that designed it. And I'm sure it wasn't Zorro. Zorro? Zora.